Hey guys, Trueaimz here with you once again, bringing you some of the best PvP footage I possibly can on my Hunter. Today, I'm going to be continuing the How to Beat Every Class thingy series I'm doing. I'm not doing the Shadow Priest Super Lips, that's really kind of creepy. Anyway, this video is going to be about rogues. Let me just message this guy real quick, tell him that it's good to go, and I will walk you guys through how to be a rogue as a marksman hunter. But just a little disclaimer, this is not what every rogue is going to do. So if you watch to the end of the video, I will give you other types of hints what rogues will do and how to get out of it to the best of my ability. So I'm just going to tell him that he's good. And let's get at it, guys. First thing you're going to want to do when you're dueling a rogues is you're going to want to throw down a flare. This will get them out of any type of stealth they can do. I've heard rumors that you can Cloak of Shadows a flare, but Cloak of Shadows is a wasted CD, which, in all, you can open with Cloak, yeah, but it won't make it any easier for you. And as you can see, he's gonna open on me. He's looking Paralytic Poison, which is pretty okay for rogues. Like, if you're a rogue, see, as you can see, Paralytic Poison stun me. I'm not gonna pop at any defense. Okay, he's popped that, and I'm gonna pop my sack right there. And he went into evasion as well while he's doing damage, so I'm actually going to deterrence during that, so he does not do any extra damage to me. As you can tell, I just found out that he's assassination actually. He's gonna reopen on me. I have already used my trinket, so I'm gonna throw down a binding shot. Here's my chance to do a lot of damage. He's already used the vanish. Let's see if we can force a prep. Okay, he used preparation and all already. He popped another evasion. He's going to be super offensive. Let's try and get some CC on him. He's actually CC'd me, but it's okay. I have my Stampede on him. He is not going anywhere anytime soon, along with Crows doing that extra damage needed to win the duel. And I'm just going to finish him off with some extra damage. And that, guys, is how you beat a... hold on. Let me just tell him good duel. And that, guys, is how you beat an assassination rogue in a duel. Ooh, Shadow Step. That's a whole different story for those guys. But as you can tell, during this duel, he did not open with a cheap shot, which usually they do. So make sure you save your trinket. Do not trinket that first cheap shot. Ugh, that's spamming my chat. But anyway, make sure you do not waste your trinket. You're going to want to use your trinket when if they're a sub, you're going to want to use it when you see Shadow Dance. You're going to want to trinket deterrence as soon as you possibly can. And hopefully disengage if it is possible. Which, if you run the talents I do, which I run the talent Narrow Escape, which is very good against rogues, it will stop them where they are, and to get them a double whammy, you're going to want to throw a flare on them so they can not get a re-stealth from that. And if you want to go for damage and be offensive during that, you're going to want to throw a binding shot down on that. Now, during that, I did use 2 different talents, so if you're running different talents, it might be a little bit different for you. But anyway, they are going to usually open with either Garrote, or they're going to open with cheap shot. Very, very, very rarely, and a lot of the not I don't want to necessarily say the bad rogues, but the rogues that haven't quite learned the ropes to beating every class might even open with ambush, but that's just a whole different story. But anyway, after they do their whole opener and everything, I usually try to disengage as soon as I possibly can to get them rooted to the ground, throw the flare on them, make sure they can't get all that, yada yada yada. Just try and be offensive, get your poisons up as soon as you can. Whether it's just Serpent Sting or Crows, something to keep constant damage on them so they cannot re-stealth, and try and force Cloak, because if you force Cloak and then you get a dot on them, they might be able to vanish, preparation, vanish, whatever, but it will soon kick them out of it as long as you keep it up to date, not up to date, you keep it refreshed on the target. Anyway, after that, they're going to just sit there, they're going to be annoying, they're going to zip around you with their burst of speed. Just try and keep the concussive shots on him, but if they use burst of speed, it's not good. Also, last video I did, how to duel a mage, I did not give a different kind of pet recommendation, but for this I will. I highly recommend a spider for this. As you can see, Leopold, my right hand man, left-hand man. Uh, he's always sitting there making people looking sticky and stuff, sticking them to the ground. He knows what to do. He does his job good. But you're just want to sit there. You're gonna want to put out flares. Do not waste flares, guys. That is my biggest hint. Do not waste flares. If it's the beginning of a duel, you're just gonna want to sit there and flare. Be one of those people, camo. Do what you got to do to win, because that is the point of duels. You have to see who's gonna win. Throw traps down where you are, even though rogues can dissemble traps or whatever it's called. If you think you are under a lot of pressure, you cannot handle it, disengage as soon as you possibly can and scatter trap them. If you do not know what a scatter trap is, let me just go find a mob real quick. I don't know if this does damage or not because I'm a bad hunter. Yes, it does damage. But what it does is it disorients them and they can't do anything, and you throw a trap down on their body. If they have already used their trinket and have no way to get out of it, it is an 8-second thing that you can use. If you use Spirit Bond, it is an 8-second way to get that much more healing in your duel. Always use Chimera Shot whenever you can. Not only does it do a high amount of damage, but it also heals you for a percentage of your health. I think it's 3, so in PvP combat it would be 1.5% of your health, which doesn't seem like a lot, but in the long run it could be the difference between winning and losing. What you're going to want to also do during duels is people say it's dumb, but save your burst, guys. Don't open right away because he will just vanish and get on with his life and burst you and win. You are not going to want to do that. I am an experienced hunter against rogues. I've only lost to one rogue, and that is, he's not even online. I have actually dueled Mercator. I've lost 3 times but won. So I was pretty proud of that. I took it as I still won every time because I'm just like that. But anyways, guys, for a little recap, save. I'm done. Save your burst, yeah. Vanish. Get the dots up. I don't know what I'm talking about. Throw flares down whenever you can. Keep constant pressure on him. Don't let him run. Another thing I forgot to mention, guys. Do not let him get a re-stealth, and if he gets a re-stealth, do anything you can to get him out, unless you are dangerously low and thinking you might lose. He will sit there and mark for death, spam you, and recuperate, and just keep... He will go back to full, guys. He will go to full, and he will come back and win, and you're going to be like, how do you get to full? How do you get to full? And if you lose against rogues who vanish and run an E, don't take that as a loss because they're just douches like that. Anyways, guys, this has been Trueaimz. If I left anything out, please let me know down in the comments. Smack around that like bar for me, guys. And don't forget to subscribe for more. This has been Trueaimz, guys. I'll see you next time.